Okay, we're back to part two. Not part two, but another part of the little back and forth between Clarence NYC and Chris Sales. So I got rashed the other day for being misinformed. In the comment section is my only comment. I did comment back asking for more clarity, but the person never got back to me. So we're just gonna continue like I'm continuing. Again, I'm on nobody's side. I'm on absolutely nobody's side. I'm just taking it as the videos that I see. So this is what I know so far, just to clear shit up. I only know that Chris used to date Queen. Clarence now dates Queen. Rumor is that Queen cheated on Chris for Clarence, or Clarence was coming into the picture before Chris was fully out. Chris used to always mention Queen in his videos for views when they broke up because nobody was watching Chris anymore. So he kept mentioning Queen because that's how he was making money. Not saying that is right. I'm just saying this is what I know so far. That's all I really know. I'm not too familiar with their relationship. I started watching them as they broke up. So I'm on nobody's side. I am not favoring either one. I'm just a person on the outside with an opinion. Let's go through it.
What's up, everybody, man? It's your boy Chris, and we are back on YouTube, man. If you're new to this video, please subscribe. Don't watch the video until you subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you can know every time
I'm subscribed to both, so don't don't come for me. I'm subscribed to both.
post. I'm going to post every day. We're going to be messy. We're going to have fun on this YouTube channel. I'm turning over a new leaf. I am in a great place in my life. I'm good mentally, and I'm back and I'm better. But we have to address this one situation, okay?
Back and better.
So, Clarence calling me a deadbeat. He said I only give my kids V-Bucks.
That's
So,
actually
but I
kind
have
of
to
funny.
stop right there because I have to come tell my side of the story. I gotta come say my side. You feel what
Really
I'm
give him
saying?
V-Bucks.
So I'm gonna give y'all the rundown real quick of why me and Clarence is going back and forth. So I made a TikTok video basically saying I'm gonna actually show y'all the TikTok video real quick. Actually,
Yeah,
let me just go ahead and show y'all the TikTok video. So
I would love to know why they're going back and forth. So he's got to give me clarity. Like it looks like what I need is right here. Unless you guys know better. Again, I'm not I'm not a fool that's not gonna admit he was wrong. I could be, misled, but I'm not purposely, you know, misinforming the people that is watching. Maybe I'm misinformed. So if you know what's going on, tell me what's up. God damn.
y'all can know, so y'all can just
Don't
know.
rash me.
Profile,
Just let me know.
boom. All right, let's. Uh, the audacity. All right, so let's talk about it. Somebody just gave me and said, "You're not gonna defend your baby mama." They getting on her on Twitter. I said, "Nigga, huh? Nigga, what?
Mm.
That hoe can't be in her right mind. That hoe had to be in her left mind. Cause you think I'm about to defend somebody who ain't defend me for over 6 years? I've been bullied on this motherfucking app. Over
Mm.
6 years I was bullied in this bitch. And you think I'm about? She ain't defend me. I ain't never seen. Hey, y'all, don't do. She wanted to see me hurt. She wanted that. And you know me, I'm such a lovable person. I'm the type of nigga that, okay, we went through our shit, but I still want to see you succeed in life, and I still want you to find love, and I still want you to go be great.
So, okay, what he just said. All right. She didn't defend him for 6 years as he was getting bullied on the app, which I did not see her come to his defense. From what I know, I don't follow her on anything. I don't think I do follow Clarence. I believe I follow Chris, but I don't follow her. So, again, I could be misinformed. Maybe I don't know, but I did not see her come to his defense. Yes, he was bullied. I don't know for 6 years, but I know when they first broke up, he was bullied big time, especially on YouTube. So, his reasoning being like, yo, I'm not going to defend her. This would have been a perfect time. This would have been a perfect time for him to come to her defense, and kind of clean shit up. or whatnot. Not saying they would have been good, but like, you know, they say men is not supposed to match the woman's energy. This would have been a perfect time for him to not match her energy and be the bigger person and just be like, hey, yo, don't do Queen like that. Because at the end of the day, that's his child's mother. So, and especially if he doesn't have the money like that, if she is the support system, especially financially, you should want her to stay above water by any means. Because if you don't have it and she does, you want her to keep having it. So if she goes down and you're slowly climbing up but not there yet, you're not there yet. So, like, why would you put CJ in a financial situation where, like, he's not being taken care of like he has been? I'm sure if Queen lost like a lot of followers, she could still afford to, keep a roof over his head. But, you know, he would have to adjust to another style of living. And why would you want that? Like, both of you have a common goal is to make sure CJ has a great living. So, no, I don't agree. Yeah, you should have came to her defense. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just my opinion. Um, I'm just being reasonable.
That type of nigga on my kids. But she didn't defend me though. I wish I would defend
He should.
Shorty. Oh my nigga, what?
He should.
So, anyways, boom. That's
For CJ's sake, he should.
pretty much what it was. Where they wanted me to defend her, and it was just a joke. I'm just playing. So Clarence, all the bitter baby mama Clarence is, the passenger princess that Clarence is, had to go defend his girl. And granted, God. I'm not mad that he's defending her. I'm not mad at all, actually. But I don't have a.
You can't be mad at a man for defending his woman, especially that now that they have a kid. You can't be mad. So I appreciate Chris for saying that.
I kind of do have a problem, but I don't. I can't have a problem. That's his girlfriend. He's supposed to defend her by any means. You feel what I'm saying?
Just said that.
But so we can troll all day. Like, that's cool, my nigga. Like, we can troll, my nigga. Like, if you want to troll, we can troll. I don't care. Like, if you want to play games, I can play games. But you're not going to beat me when it comes to trolling. I'm sorry, you're not. You're not going to beat me when it comes.
I actually agree with this. Chris seems like he has a lot of time. Clarence seemed like he got a lot going on. I mean, I'm not saying anything about Chris. Having time is not a bad thing, but he has time. I don't think you're gonna out troll somebody with time, because I could be that person. I'm out injured right now, so the people who be rashing me in the comments, I got time, but I'm choosing not to. I'm turning over a new leaf. I know that sounds familiar. I'm turning over a new leaf, and I'm showing the better side of my ass.
Comes to trolling, but he just took it a little too far, and he put a video. I guess he was on Twitch, and he said, "Chris, you're a deadbeat." Basically being a dad is.
All right. I know I keep stopping often. I promise I'm gonna let it play a little bit. But being as a dad, I know this. Being called a deadbeat is like worse than being called a bitch. When you call a man a deadbeat, that is, especially a man who's trying to be in the kid's life and want to be and never neglected their kid, like that shit hurts. You might not show it just because it's a man and he's gonna do what he has to do, but that shit, I don't know what the trigger word is for women, but for guys, that shit hurts.
It's more than just buying V-Bucks. Now I have to stop him because he basically saying that being being a dad is, is more than just buying V-Bucks. I get it, Clarence. I get it. Nigga, I was broke. Niggas didn't know I was broke.
I know I said I'm gonna let it play, but goddamn, Chris. One, that's real as fuck, and I really do appreciate the transparency. But niggas knew you was broke, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Niggas knew you was broke. That is not a surprise. When you and Queen broke up, we seen her views go this way and yours go this way. And I know when it comes to monetize, um, YouTube pays the people who's bringing in the views, you know? And unfortunately, you know, and he got way more views than me. So I don't mean this to be funny. I'm just being real and transparent like he is. People knew you was broke, bro. You was holding up fake bands of money. I have that fake money because I am an actor and I use that prop money. Like, niggas knew you was broke.
Nigga, I was bro. I literally was like, I didn't know what to do. Like bro. I wasn't broke, but I didn't have money to just be doing this, doing that, buying that, buying this, buying that. Now, Chris is a very simple child. He talking about my son is expensive. My son is not expensive. The only expensive thing that he probably ever purchased was the PC. And I know the video y'all seen, the Clarence giving him PC. I don't even think he bought it. I think Queen bought it, and then he wanted to make it seem like he was just this oh so good stepdaddy of the year. So he went and gave Chris the. I know how social media works. I don't even think bro really bought that. I don't think he bought out his money, and if he did, I give him his accolades for being there. I'm not, you feel me? Like I'm in that aspect. Like I respect him for, you feel me? Like doing shit with him. I do. But we not about to hit below the belt when we're trolling each other online. We not gonna keep hitting below the belt like you would did. Now, if I'm able to get my son for a year, 2 years.
If you trolling the quote unquote ops, somebody who doesn't play with you like that, like if I'm playing around with like my circle, we can joke and we're not gonna hit below the belt. But if I don't know you and I don't fuck with you, like there is no below the belt. Like I'll joke with my friends, but if you say the same joke as my friend and I laughed at it, if you said the same thing, I don't know you. I'm going straight to the SMD. Like, who are you talking to? So there is no below the belt, unfortunately. But I will say, because they too have a common interest of raising CJ, and you guys are doing this online, it's just something I would think about because he's got to grow up to see this, right? Because these videos are still here. I doubt any of them is going to make it private because, again, they both making their money off it. But just remember, CJ's like, I believe he's old enough to understand.
I will get my son gladly. That's not being a deadbeat. Queen, no, I will. If Queen told me to come get my son right now, I'm taking my son right now.
That's what's up.
Gladly. If Queen said, here, I need you to take care of Chris, I can't do it no more, or if anything was happening, I'm going to take my son. It's just court ordered to where she keep him during school years, and I get him during the summertime. I can't do nothing about that. That was just through the court because, to be honest, to be quite frankly with y'all, I had my son when me and Queen broke up. I had my son. Mm-hmm. I was taking care of him while she was doing what she was doing with Clarence. I was taking care of my son. And then he got to a point where he got older and it was time for school. So we had to basically decide rather on if he should go to school with me or she should go to school, or if he should go to school with her. And I wanted him during school and she wanted him during school. So she just said, okay, we just going to go to court about it. Which I never wanted to go to court about our child, but we just had to do that. You feel what I'm saying? We had to get the court. She had to get the courts involved, obviously. So boom, she got courts involved, and I said, you know what? The better me, the version of me that's becoming more mature said, you know what? It would be better if Chris goes to school with you. I get it. You do better than me when it comes to school. You are. So go ahead, keep him during school. So I had to think about it. I had to really tell myself that. I had to let my pride go and really tell myself, like, yeah, it will be better for my son to go to school in Atlanta with you. It is.
That right there is maturity. Thank you, Chris.
So, boom. So, but if I could get my son, a deadbeat is somebody who just don't talk to their son, who don't want to be in their son's life. That is a deadbeat. I am not a deadbeat. I'm sorry. I'm not a deadbeat. Now, I can do better. But when he had to...
We could all do better. And yes, he's absolutely right. I wouldn't consider anybody trying a deadbeat. Like, no, financials isn't everything. Yes, it's a good part, but the kids won't remember the things you bought them. But they will remember the time and the love you gave them. So, more than anything, that time to spend with them, that love you show them, the attention that you give them is going to be more than the Barbie doll or the doll house. Not for CJ, of course, but I'm just saying in general that you can get them. Nice PC, but PCs are bought like every 5, 6 years, maybe 8. Just like consoles is just like, I want the PS4. Thank you for the PS4. I love you. And then when the PS5 come out, you're gonna want that too. And when the PS6, and so the financial stuff is part of it, but not everything.
Throw a low ball and talking about some. It takes more than V-Bucks. Nigga, that's really all I can afford. Niggas don't know. I be at my last money still giving my son, here you go, baby. I be down to like, I used to really think like, how the fuck I'm gonna pay rent this month?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Back then, I was like, how I'm gonna pay rent? Niggas thought I had it together, but I didn't. I remember it was a time where I told Queen.
Again, nobody thought you had it together, and that is okay because you don't always need to have it together. We're all human, bro. We all have our struggles. So you can't be on top of things all the time. I mean, some people is fortunate enough too, but like every once in a while you slip up. I know Clarence is always swaggy as fuck, but I do remember him making a video talking about like he was late on a credit card payment. He's just trying to fix his credit, which is okay. We're all human. It's just like everybody has flaws. Let's just chill out with the perfection stuff a little bit, please.
Queen, can you get Chris flight here? And I appreciate her even though I had to pay her back. I appreciate her for doing that because she didn't have to do that. I remember I told Queen like, Queen, cause something wrong with my what's her name? Could you get Chris flight here? Blah blah blah. And Queen come through. She always come through. I appreciate her for that. You get what I'm saying? But
And that's what's up, and she should because she is also CJ's parent. But it's good that he paid her back. So, yeah.
the whole I'm just not gonna discuss my financial like this nigga think being a deadbeat is not spending money. Like you can be an awesome father and be broke as shit or awesome mom and be broke and not give your kids anything for Christmas or this or that, but still love them and still teach them and still be there and comfort them. So when my son is with me, it was times when I was broke when my son came to me. They didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know that. I didn't really have a lot of money. But Chris, I still made ends meet. I still made sure he get what he want. When we go to the store, I'm like, damn, I know my baby go ask for something. So I try to scrape up some money, woo woo. So when Chris asks for something, he asks for some shoes, here you go, baby, I got you. Here you go, baby.
So that right there, I'm sorry, but that is so relatable. Not saying that I'm going through that currently, but it's just like that's real. You guys ever see Pursuit of Happiness? Like people have kids and people are, oh, don't have a kid if you can't afford them, but like things happen. You end up having a kid and you're going to do what's necessary for your kid, and that's what he's explaining right now. I didn't know if I was going to afford rent. I go to the store, I know he's gonna ask for some chips. He want a toy, so he's gonna scrape up whatever he can to get him that. And like, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? And again, it's like it's real. You guys are so used to all these content creators always flashing money, dressing flashy, and they talk about money or show that they have money a lot, but like nobody ever shows the downside to it. So I just appreciate Chris for being very transparent and giving you the other side of content creation because it's not always up. One thing could get you canceled. Supposedly, cancel culture is a real thing, and you'll be out of here quick. You'll be up one day, you end up getting a new apartment that you leased for a freaking year, and then you get canceled for something you said like 16 years ago.
I got you. I'm gonna be real. I'm being real. So when he say that, it's just throwing low ball. You feel what I'm saying? But it's cool. I know this social media shit. You can say what you want. You feel free to say what the fuck you want, Clarence. But at the end of the day, he didn't know those things. I was struggling. So if I can get, so let's just say if I can get him V Bucks and you get him a PC, that don't mean I'm the 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 unfit parent because I only got home V Bucks. That's all I had. That's still worth something to me. That's still worth something to him. He's not look. My child is not looking at who can give me the most expensive things. That's the person I'm going to like more. I want my son to like Clarence, love Clarence, and I want my son to love me. You get what I'm saying? Love is love. It shouldn't be who's higher. So I want him to love us equally. I
I ain't gonna hold you. My biological son better love me more. God damn it! But I get what he's saying. I'm being kind of selfish and corny right now, but of course I want my son to love me more. I still want you to love your stepdad if he had one, but I want you to love me more. I'm your daddy.
want my son to love us equally, especially if he's in his life and he's actually been a good role
But that is very mature of Chris to say that. So, my bad.
model outside of the camera. I don't know what he's doing outside of the camera. Y'all only see what they allow y'all to
This
see.
is
I don't know
facts.
how he is to my son outside of the camera. But from what I do see, I know that is you feel me. It's always good things, positive things. I seen the video of him taking him to basketball. That makes me happy.
As
That
it
makes me
should.
happy. Niggas, I'm not bitter when it comes to that. I just have a problem when he try to shoot below the belt and be like, oh, it takes more than just V Bucks. Nigga, you don't know what the fuck I got going over here, my nigga.
It's a
It's
fact.
been times I couldn't eat. And I go, well, my son, it be times I don't even eat, I get my son shit. Niggas don't know that. Niggas ain't know that.
That's what I mean. This man will starve just to get his son what he wants. Who can say something like, what bad comments do you have to say about that? Queen and Clarence, they good. They got it. They could get him anything. But just because he can't afford, Chris can't afford the things they can, like, he's not, that doesn't make him unfit. Just make him, like, not so financially stable. I feel him, though. I do.
I'm being real. But now daddy got money, so now when my even when my son do ask for shit, I still get it for him. Like if he asks me for Chris don't ask for expensive things. Chris asks for simple things like a costume or like that's $10 or like some shoes that's not even designer shoes. He asks for some Naruto shoes or some tape or this or that. Chris is this nigga talking about my son is expensive. Worry about nigga. What should be expensive, nigga, is that ring that you should get clean. That's it. I'm just
Jesus.
being real. You worried about the wrong shit, twin. I'm being real. But
I don't get how he could have a serious conversation and then just like that be so unserious. I mean, y'all hear it. I'm not gonna comment on that.
deadbeat, no. Now I can be better. I'm not gonna sit in here and act. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all like I'm this perfect father because I'm not. I have three other kids that I need to be better fathers too. But I know at the end of the day they was looking at finance. They was looking at me to help them financially. I wasn't in the right position to help them financially. They didn't know that though. So it did make it seem like I was this unfit parent. But when it comes to being around my kids, I will. If my BM told me if any of my BMs right now, I need you to get artists. I need you to get Blake. I need you to get Parker. Come here, bring them to me.
He's pouring his soul out right now. I don't know how you could be mad at that. I feel him. I feel him. I'm not saying he's right in everything he's done. He hasn't gone. He hasn't done the right things for everything he's done so far. But I'm just talking about this video alone. It it just sounds like he matured a lot. Besides the little jabs he keeps throwing at Clarence, but he feels that Clarence threw a low blow to him. So of course they're gonna be part of the video, but it doesn't make the video. The overall message, if you hear the overall context, take I guess you should take that for what it is. This is the most transparent we ever seen Chris, or at least I've seen Chris. So if you guys got other videos where he's being just as transparent, Um, Send me a link.
That's not. I don't think that's a deadbeat. That's not a. If I can't help them financially, that's not about deadbeat. Is like you got to build a relationship. Now, I had things going on with me and my BMs, but we are on better terms right now. Every single last one of them. Every single last one of my BMs are on good terms, and I'm trying. And they can see my effort trying to do better. And I'm trying to. You feel me? I am doing better. I'm not trying. I am doing better. So for the niggas talking about, oh, you a deadbeat, you got da, 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 like, shut up, my nigga, shut up. Worry about getting shorty a queen. I mean, queen a ring before I do it. That's all I'm saying. On my
Jesus.
soul.
Chris. I'm. You got to chill, bro. This is why they be coming at you crazy. You got a heartfelt message, and you like these little jabs is like, and this is why we hate you. Not saying that I hate you, but I'm saying I see why people can say that about you because you're throwing these jabs, and you're talking about the dude's girl. If you say you gonna propose to my girl before I do, then it would probably be fuck you too.
That's all I'm gonna say. But but yeah, but like that's all I got to say about that subject or that topic. But yeah, so that's all I got to say. But I'm not making this video long. I just wanted to come address some shit. That's it though. I love y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel after you watch this full video. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And oh, motherfuckers were saying like, yeah, like y'all don't know, like, because like people were saying like, I'm like, Queen makes more money than me. Why would I be sending her things that she needs, especially when I'm broke? She don't know that. He don't know that. Nobody else knows that. Social media don't knows I don't have a lot of money. I'm not gonna send her like. Why would I? She first of all, she never. I know people be like, oh, just send them stuff here and there. All Queen is gonna do if I send her money for Chris, she's gonna pocket that and go buy whatever the fuck she buy. Probably go buy ClarenCe something with it. I don't know. She's not gonna. You feel me? Because anything that.
That's a weird assumption. But I get it. It's happened. It happens. I'm sure. I don't know about in their situation, but that's a weird assumption because she does make a lot of. I'm sure she makes a lot of her own money, so I don't necessarily think she needs Chris's. She just needs him to be a father, and from what I could tell, he does. I mean, I'm only going from what I see here. Give me a fucking break if I'm wrong. I could be misinformed. I'm just going off what the man is saying. Thank you.
Anything that I'm sending him is like it doesn't make sense. Like it really don't make sense because like if I ask Chris what does he need or if I ask Queen like Queen does Chris need anything, she's gonna say no. If I ask Queen right now, does if I ask my baby mother, I'm not even gonna say baby mother. If I ask Queen right now, what
Maturity.
does Chris need? She's gonna say nothing. If I ask Chris right now, baby, what do you want? I don't know, daddy. So all he gonna say, cause he have everything. He don't need. So that's not about being a good parent, cause you can get your kids everything in the world, and the nigga still be absent. That's a deadbeat. I could buy my son everything he ever wanted and never have a relationship with him or nothing. That's a deadbeat.
Absolutely.
But I cannot do for my son and get him what he want, but still be there in his life. That is still a good father. Y'all making shit about gifts and about this and about buying and this and buying. You can't buy love. That's not love. That's not, you can't buy love. That's not love. Man, just because you don't do for your kids and because you can't afford to give your kids the Christmas you want, that don't mean you're a bad parent. Stop thinking that. Stop thinking because you can't buy your kids what they want, you're a bad parent. You're not a bad parent. Your money just not right yet. And it's gonna get there. Where
Speaking
you're gonna
from
be
the
able
heart.
to, but don't make it what that's about. Don't make it seem like that's what parenting is about. It's about buying your kids shit. Cause no, don't matter. It don't work like that. It's about teaching them and buying them one-on-one when you in person and teaching them ins and outs of life and teaching them about this, teaching them about different subjects. They learning from them, and then you can learn from your kids as well. You ain't never too grown to learn from your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So don't make it about just gifts and this and that. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I got to say. But yes, I admit, like, I can be a better parent. Everybody can. Like anybody
We
can.
we
I'm
all
growing.
can.
That's all that matters. I'm growing and I'm learning. I'm learning, walking this journey of life just like everybody else. I'm still learning. I still got things to improve on, and I know that. And I'm trying
Hmm.
to make things right with all my BMs so I can be present in my kids' life so they don't have to grow up without a dad because that's my worst. That's my biggest fear is my kids growing up without me, which it never will be like that ever unless the
Hmm.
mom decide to take them away from me and never speak to me again. That's the only way it will work like that. But
And even then, you got to fight for that. Don't just take them saying you out of here. Like you got to fight for that.
other than that, I got all my BMs pinned in my messages on God. All my baby mamas pinned on top of my messages. Every single last one of them. Besides, Queen, because Chris has his phone. I don't got Queen pinned, but I have baby Chris pinned because Chris can communicate with me. I pinned
Hmm.
their, I pinned their messages just a daily reminder. Check up on my kids. Do this. Call them. Make sure they're good. Make sure they don't need nothing. You know. So that's the first thing I see when I open up my text messages. My BMs. You get what I'm saying? So that's all. You feel me? But I'm trying. So sorry if I'm a deadbeat to you, Clarence. Sorry if I didn't meet your requirements on what a dad looks like, my nigga. Sorry.
Mm.
Sorry. I'm sorry. You never had to struggle with your child. I did. I slept in a cold ass house with my son. I was there for him. I made sure he had everything. Like you don't know what that looks like. So you can't even talk to me about none of that. I'm sorry. But anyways, I'm done with this video. We about to stream.
Yo, most black families go through this. Like I remember when I was young, my mom used to heat the house with the fucking oven. Like open the oven door and turn like the oven on 300, 350, and it would heat the whole house. It wasn't a big house. So the struggle is real, and he's just being transparent that like he went through a struggle. You guys gotta respect that. It's just, and he was still doing what he could. He didn't say, "Yo, don't send it to me. I'm struggling right now." He did what he could, and he is where he is now. He's growing, like he said. So overall, I believe the message was very mature. He's growing. I know you guys can list a bunch of things he's done before and why you dislike him or hate the man, but it sounds like he's growing just like us. There's things that is not in front of the camera or said in front of the camera that you guys see to know, but like growth is real and we all been through it. Like I used to be impatient. I used to have the shortest fuse. I'll snap and really get angry at the smallest things. Now you got to build me up before I can get angry, and that's growth. And I'm still growing. That's why people have like therapy and things like that. So you can't knock him. I don't know what he really done in the past, but I'm glad that he's seeing things through a different light now. Hopefully he continues to grow along with Clarence and Queen. And I just I just hope the three parties can get it together for CJ. I don't really see Queen saying anything. Again, I could be wrong, but between really Chris and Clarence, I just hope one day they could just sit down face to face, have this conversation, and just squash everything after you talk about it, shake hands, even pull them in, give them the halfway, like, the man hug, and just be peace, because at the end of the day, your common goal is to make sure CJ is good. Both of you are here for CJ. And Clarence, if you're going to be part of CJ's life, you shouldn't be really dogging out his dad online. And Chris, if Clarence is going to be in CJ's life, you shouldn't be dogging him, because again, these are things that CJ might see one day. And even if he doesn't see it, just off you two having a common goal to make sure he's good, just get it together. Just get it together. I don't got no beef with like my BM's baby father. It's like, even if they call me out and just, I mean, if they were to, it's like, what's the problem? What are we not seeing eye to eye? And if you truly just can't see eye to eye, just just don't fuck with each other. You don't have to say anything about each other. Just, you know? And I know, Chris, from what I hear, you've been calling him out for a while. Clarence been very patient and not saying anything back. He's just now starting to say stuff back. But it's just like, bro, you went this long. You might as. But everybody's their own man. I don't want to, like, you know, pass a judgment because that's not what I'm doing. I'm just giving my opinion. I hope they could get it together. There is more videos in the series as I'm gonna watch, and hopefully you guys stick with me to watch the whole thing. Give me your opinion. I'm just here. I have no side. Please don't yell at me. Thank you for watching the video.